Huh. I guess I want to touch. Okay, I guess I want to touch on that real quick, then.
Okay, go ahead.
So, I have like, was this all inclusive?
Yes.
Okay, and it's run by a black man, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So, what I'm trying to understand, she's laughing. They're mad because an all-inclusive, and it's run by black people. So we know where it's coming. It's in the name. So you're not losing anything. And it's all-inclusive. I will bet she's gay. I will bet, because that's the demographic. But that's all-inclusive. And they're mad she won. The same people, again, I think I said this a few weeks ago, the same people are mad, yet a lot of these black cosplayers are married to what? When they announced Ariel to be the new, they announced that black girl to be the new Ariel in the live action Little Mermaid.
Chloe Bailey, I think.
Halle.
Yeah.
It was Halle now.
Okay.
Halle.
So what about all the Asian dudes they were trying to get to be the prince? Hardly found a black face in the list of the trending of who. There was a trending list of who should be the prince, and I'm scrolling down that list. I've seen 2 black faces. One of the actors I'm familiar with. Kept scrolling down, probably a good 10 white guys, but the rest Asian. Let's not forget what most of these cosplayers cosplay as. Asian characters, right? And nowadays, I am also I'm gonna say this. I'm also proud of all these black creators who are fine, because I'm on Instagram and I'm sharing the hell out of this shit because I want them to get the attention, because they recognize that when they create their own original black characters, I want to make sure all my black friends see it. But I also have to point out, because of this, what's the animation style? A lot of our original black centric characters that are in animation, what is it inspired by? Anime. In turn, Japanese culture. And that means you're walking a fine line and you're reaching cultural appropriation. So all this shit, and I'm seeing that this is all in fun. I'm not seeing it by race, this and the other. When I see it by race, I'm seeing who started it, who's doing this, and what to appreciate. Not who did it better, this and the other, what to take in, like what's cool, what's not, as it should be. But they always want to bring this race, color, this, that, and the other, and they fail to recognize that none of our black characters are all black anyway. The ones that we see in the mainstream, they weren't created by black people. Maybe a couple of stories here and there in the comic books, but no. But you want to switch the race and shit like that and put it on a white man and not give Icon and Static. All these characters, even the comedic ones, why don't somebody go back and be like, yo, remember when Damon Wayans played Black Man? Let's not make a series about this shit. Huh?
I would have loved the Black Man series.
Yo, because remember the anime, there was like a little animation in the beginning. Yo, imagine. So all this shit we're complaining about, and they're the first ones to complain about all inclusivity. And they were mad because your rules allowed a white woman to win. So if this is how it's going to be, then segregate it. Just do it. Be the only ones out of all the cons in the world to be the segregated ones, right? Repeat the history of the masters that you so-called want to fight. Do that. But let's calm down and have fun, please. Appreciate everybody's shit. And if they try to steal it from you or hide it from you, that's when you talk about it. That's when you complain about it. That's when you fight for it. But before that happens, have your fun and stop bitching where there's no problem. Have your safeguards, fine. But let's calm down here. This shit is not necessary. And you made it necessary because your stupid ass rules. All inclusive. It was always all inclusive. Always. What do you mean? You know how many white comic book fans I follow on YouTube and all that shit? You know how much they love the black characters? You know how mad they are that they're switching up white characters? I'm like, why are you mad more than me? I'm the black one here. So when I see this and they're acting like all these white guys and this, that, and the other, I'm like, come on, yo, really? You see them complaining? They saying the same thing black creators and black blurs are complaining about. Leave us alone. Let us create our shit and let's share the wealth, yo. Let's have fun with this. But yeah, I ran it on too long with that. My bad. But that's my thoughts on that subject.
I did want to ask this one question though. Do y'all think she should give back her winnings?
Mm-hmm. No.
Yes.
No.
No, I don't think she should give it back.
Nah, I think she should give it back.
No.
Think about this on the long run. Think about this in the long run. The con is called Blerdcon. And you, who is not a blurred, won the cosplay competition, right? Now, you were given the lane to do so. That's completely fine. I'm not saying that she didn't deserve the win when I'm saying take it away, but her giving back the position shows that she's in solidarity with the mission of Blerdcon in the first place, which was to give a space for black people to, nerd out without no racism or nothing like that. If she kept that prize, she would be contradicting that mission.
I couldn't. Because this is all inclusive. Remember, this is not. They didn't segregate this to begin, and we understand, and we always recognize. We know by the name who did this. Blurs. That's all I follow, yo. So I recognize. I don't care if some white bitch won the fucking thing. I'm like, okay, good for you. Good job. It's all inclusive, right? We have all inclusive. So now that this happens, I don't think she should give it back because now it's like. Now it's ridiculous. Now you might as well segregate. You might as well do it because we're just repeating hits. Yeah.
I mean, if you ask me, I feel like we should segregate, but that's just my personal thing. But like, I don't have an issue with the fact that it's all inclusive. That's completely fine. It's just if she won that competition, the optics of her giving it back would actually help the mission statement of Blerdcon and what they're trying to represent. Because
I think they should have stopped her.
I
mean, they should have stopped her from even competing. Once they let her compete,
yeah, but
they cannot do anything. They can't say anything. Now they're gonna put this girl through this, and she went there to have fun. She won something. Now she has to do this under pressure. If she won, and she feels like she won and she deserves it.
But
come on, son.
What you're saying?
I'm like, that's not, and her winning does not take away anything from the Blerdcon. They ain't stopping nobody from showing up, yo, because I'm here, I see it, and there are plenty of people saying the same. So it ain't take away my blackness. It ain't take away what I'm going to create or what I'm a fan of. So what you want?
But to your point, I think what you just said is the double-edged sword with being inclusive. That is the fucking double-edged sword in the society that we live in, because we know the history. We know the fact that these people deliberately take away black voices and black spaces and reduce us to sidekicks and shit like that. That's why Blerdcon is a thing, to recognize people who we don't want to be the sidekick anymore. That's the entire energy around it. So when you have someone that doesn't look like the people we're trying to uplift take a prize that could have gone to someone who does represent that type of energy, who does represent what they're trying to, do with the con. When she gives that back, it makes her look like it makes her look like she's actually doing it because she genuinely cares about what Blerdcon is trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Now, with us, regardless of whether she gave it back or not, I don't think we would care. I certainly don't care. But I'm just looking at it in the optics of that. I'm just looking at it in the sense that if she does give it back, then that prize can be given to someone who felt like they deserve it. Now, she already won, so it is kind of redundant to take back the prize. But the fact that she herself gave it back, I'm like, okay, you know what? I think she learned from this, because at the end of the day, isn't the point of all of this is to learn and be better people?
Well, I don't understand what's there to learn. Just you don't have to give it back to learn. You don't have to lose something you did not expect to be a problem. They didn't stop you. They didn't say anything. And I haven't heard from the creator. I didn't hear his position on it. So really and truly, it should be up to him. But if she went, how about how she feels? Okay. Not the optics of it. I understand the optics. I understand that part. But what about her? Okay, and we like to talk about what is it again? The mental, mental health. What about her? Now the whole world is on her, and she has to lose something she won, just appease the world. And now she mentally, how is she feeling? We cannot guarantee she's going to feel like, oh, she did something right. Not when she worked so hard on the costume, this, that, and the other. Not when nobody told her, hey, maybe you shouldn't, blah, blah, blah. Nobody stopped her. She's all in. She ready. She got it. I'm taking this home. I'm posting this. I'm this, that, and the other. She's hearing all this. She has to give it back. That does not feel good, yo. So, and to make this person, this is like this. I don't know. I can't see that.
So here's the thing. The creator he released a 25-minute video going over the case. And I personally didn't watch it because, again, I didn't care. I went to the con to have a good-ass fucking time. I could care less who's winning no cosplay contest.
Exactly.
I was just having a good-ass motherfucking time with my niggas. But so here's a few things, right, about your point. So, number one, the people that were originally mad at the fact that she won, most of those people did not go to the con. Those were people from the outside. That was the biggest thing. And also, number two, she wrote a thread on Twitter about giving back the prize and giving back the first place position because of what I just explained. She understands that Blerdcon is supposed to be a space for people who don't feel represented to be the spotlight, to be represented. So her winning a cosplay contest contradicts that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, she earned it. Yeah, she was given the lane to do so. Nobody turned her away. But again,
still, she knew that going in though. But she turned around and said a statement. Then why'd you compete?
That's another question.
She didn't think she was going to win. She did say that in the thread. I didn't think I was going to win.
So I got one question.
Then why would she do that? Then she setting shit up.
No, I got one question about this whole thing. Who declared her the winner?
The judges.
It was like, I think it was 3 black judges and 1 white judge.
And what demographic did the judges fall under?
He just said it. Most of them were black.
Okay.
Most of them was black.
Okay, then why are we having this conversation? The victor was chosen by a group of blurs at Blerdcon.
Look. Again, that's why I was saying, listen, that's why I was saying the people that were mad at it, most of those people that were speaking up and speaking out against it did not go to the con. That's why it became a controversy.
Didn't bother to go to the event in the first place. As I said earlier, their opinion shouldn't even fucking matter.
But look at where you're at, Dion.
Who gives a shit?
It doesn't matter about giving a shit. Look where you're at. People are going to react. People are going to say shit. That's just what it is. They're going to do it, regardless of whether you care or not.
No. They weren't there. They didn't go to the event. They didn't enter no cosplay contest, nothing like that. Fuck them. If they weren't there, they have nothing to do with the event itself. Fuck them.
Different folks, different strokes.
If most of the people bitching about this shit weren't even at the event to begin with, this is a pointless conversation.
Different folks, different strokes, and we having a conversation because now it's at the forefront. Yeah, I agree they shouldn't have commented. I agree who really cares, but there are people who care, and we're just gonna have to deal with that. That's just what it is.
It's just, look, the whole situation, honestly, it's stupid. And
I think it's incredibly stupid.
You and people going in circles.
I agree that it's incredibly stupid because I keep saying it. Y'all gave her the lane to compete. She competed. She won. Boom. Diversity and inclusion.
So I have a quick question about this whole. No, we're taking up a lot. Like we're having a whole new topic about discussion about.
This isn't a new topic. This is just,
apologize.
you know.